Puneet Gupta. I'm currently working with Infosys Labs, leading their mobile research and digital strategy. I have a background in mobile, telecom, electronics and associated convergence areas. Been here, started my career with Infosys, working on telecom technologies and wireless stacks, and for the last 8-9 years I have been focusing on how we can bring all the exciting technologies that telecom, wireless and internet have to offer and make it relevant for businesses and consumers. So within Infosys, we started this lab around 7 or 8 years back, and the whole idea was to see what can we do to reduce the time delay between a business identifying an opportunity and making it a reality. We observed that while we talk about a whole lot of opportunities of what people can do with mobility, what people can do with wireless, when we are talking to serious businesses, we found that these are ideas, everybody is excited about it, but we don't see that in action. So that led us to start focusing on identifying the key roadblocks, key challenges, and then said, can we become the innovation partners? Can we come to you and say, look, you do what you can do best. Just think about how mobility will impact your employees, how mobility will impact your customers, and leave it to us to solve some of the internal issues, some of the initial issues, and we will quickly take your ideas to prototype stage. And once those results produce a good result, then that naturally leads to business case for that, and then things start following in. So we started like that, and over a period of time we said we ourselves are becoming a limitation. I can work with 5, 7, 10 of our clients to do this, but maybe the opportunity is broader. So what we started doing is we started converting all the intellectual property that we have created into commercial platforms. We are saying now, rather than working with us so that we can help you translate your ideas, take this platform, and this platform takes care of 70% of the complexities that you solve. So if it took you 1 year to do it, we'll get it done in 1 month, and you can just work. So the core of what we developed is a product that we today call Infosys M-Connect. It's a very exciting piece. Basically, we bring the paradigm of, rather than looking at software developers writing code which can run on your iPhone or mobiles, we wrote a machine that knows how to code. So business user expresses, this is what I want to do with mobile. You code it into, or you configure it into this middleware, and this middleware will do whatever it takes to make it work on all devices that are out there. I think the biggest trend is that earlier organizations used to look at how can I use mobile applications for my end clients. And then some of the forward-looking companies would look at what can I do with my employees. Okay, I see a convergence of sorts that is happening. I don't think this boundary between what I am doing for my employees versus what I am doing for my consumers is any more required. You have the opportunity to look at each and every function that is there, whether it is the sales function that you are doing, whether it is employees buying coupons at the food courts, or whether it is your end customers doing banking with you. You need to look at each and every business process, and if that business process was impacted by internet, there is a clear potential of it being impacted by mobility. So I think the biggest trend is that people are becoming a little bit more adventurous. They are less constrained in their thinking, because they are seeing a lot of good examples of how mobility has happened, and they are taking the first steps to play around with this, and that hopefully will make them more adventurous to try it in more stressing it. I have two perspectives here. One, I would say in my interactions, we have been surprised by the level of excitement and desire that exists in the leadership to embrace mobility in India. Sometimes I find our counterparts in US and Europe a lot more conservative than the leaderships in India in trying to embrace mobility. So I think the desire is there, the need is there. The challenge is trying to make it work at the right price points. Right? That's why I believe that we need to move from a traditional model where you say, I need this exciting application, and then you have to go to a boutique software shop and it costs you this much. You need to automate the process so much so that the intervention of a human being, an expert software developer, is only limited to where it is required, and you have an automated system you have a middleware, you have systems that take care of it. So I think opportunity in India is huge. The organization, the CIOs, the leaderships are opening up. They are trying out with mobility well. What one needs to do is to make sure that this happens at the right price point. See, my advice to startups is going to be only one thing, that mobility is about experience. So therefore you cannot sell technology, you have to sell experience. So if you go and talk to a business user like I am talking to right through, you will get them excited, but very low probability that will convert into something that is real. So what you need to do is leverage the power that today's infrastructure offers. Use cloud, use mobility, use all the exciting low-cost opportunities that are there. Build solutions and make them available for anybody to experience. The sell for your solution should not happen around an idea or a concept. You should be able to walk into a client, give them your mobile phone and ask them to download this application and experience it here and now, and surprise them or wow them with the fact that it is so much easy and possible if the right people were to apply right minds at solving the right problem. So focus on experience, and I think it will sell. Great thing about a company like Infosys, I've been with the company for reasonably long, and that's because I really love the company. And the fact is that no rules apply. Whatever is right for the business at a particular stage, it just so happens. So the organization keeps discovering itself. We have proven ourselves as a IT services company. Company is now seeing a lot of opportunity in the products area, and in very short period we are transforming ourselves as not only a services company and product company. So we have already created a rich ecosystem of startup-like operations within the organization, where we are leveraging mobility, analytics, cloud, and creating newer business solutions. A lot of Infosians who are constantly dealing with the remarkable amount of interaction that they have customers. They are leaving the organization and starting their own startup. So I think the model is about having an organization where there is a lot of excitement about the possibility of future. Foundations are in place. So if you have an idea, you are not constrained because I am not a cloud expert and I am not a mobility expert. You are able to work with the right people and get things done.
Right.
And whether that leads itself in the form of internal ecosystem or employees going out and starting their own ecosystem, and who knows in future coming up with programs where you help incubate external. So I would say that, in my opinion, right now is an amazing time to go out and do something. The clear reason has to do with the fact that the infrastructure, all the components that are required to convert a great idea into real solution that exists out there. It is lot less complex and lot less expensive for you to put all the technical pieces together to produce that fantastic prototype and take it out there. So my advice would be, think right and think clear. Ask the right questions. Sometimes we are thinking of a unique problem, but then we get lost in details or our perceived ideas of complexities and technologies. So think about what you're trying to solve, look around and figure out how people are solving, break it down to individual pieces that you're trying to do, and you will be amazed as to how easy it is to work with the right partners, with the right people all around you, and put the right thing together. And once the prototype is out there, then it's all about your ability to sell.